G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. Who doesn't love mushrooms first thing in the morning? They're so delicious and they go so well with breakfast. But I'm going to put another little spin on it. So join me today as I make my version of breakfast stuffed mushrooms. Okay, so this is a breakfast recipe, and what breakfast isn't complete without some lovely bacon? So I've got a fry pan on the stove, so into the fry pan I'm just going to place just some chopped up pieces of bacon. And we're just going to cook it over this high heat just until it's at the right consistency. Some people like it well done, half done. I like mine nice and crispy. You can also use bacon strips if you like, but personally I just like the chopped up bacon for this particular recipe. And of course it also comes down to how many mushrooms you're doing. I'm only doing one very large mushroom, so I only need enough for one. So it's very easy to just chop and change, add more bacon if you like, or if you've got smaller mushrooms, add a little bit less. Okay, so next we're going to work with our mushroom, and look at the size of this. Now I've got pretty big hands, so you can kind of imagine this is a massive mushroom. But it doesn't have to be this size, of course. You can use smaller ones. So we're just going to remove the stump. I find with the bigger mushrooms, the bigger the mushroom, the harder this stump can be. So you can cut it up and use it as part of the mushroom, or you can just leave it out entirely, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place it into my compost bin. So I'm also going to just remove some of the innards, like so. So we have a lovely hollowed mushroom. So this I'm just going to put in my compost bin. Okay, so at this point it really couldn't be any simpler. Especially with breakfast, you don't want to be spending too much time preparing. So to start off with, I'm just going to add some basil or basil leaves, however you want to say it, tomato. And then I'm just going to give it a quick drizzle just with some olive oil. You can do this before or after, it's up to you. I just like to do it during. Then a couple of slices of tomato. Then we're going to add just some salt and some pepper. Now normally you probably do one egg, but this is a rather large mushroom. So I'm going to crack in 2 fresh eggs on this one. And then just give it a light sprinkle with some oregano. Now you can put the salt and pepper on top if you like, but personally I just like to put it in the middle and let the oregano speak for itself on top. And then we're going to top it off with our crispy bacon. Okay, so this is on a lined baking tray. So all I'm going to do now is place this into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. So basically once the eggs are cooked, it's ready. Okay, so I've just taken it out of the oven and it smells and looks delicious. Now completely optional, but I'd like to add just some chopped up chives. Makes it look better and adds an extra bit of taste to it as well. Now when you do yours, it may look a little bit runny on the outside. That's not from the eggs, honestly, that is just from the juices from the mushroom. And this is a bigger mushroom, so I added an extra 5 minutes onto the cook time. But you'll find most of the other mushrooms that you use are a lot smaller than this one. So just stick to the time frame that I gave, unless you happen to come across one of these monsters. But honestly, bacon and eggs with all those other things that we love for breakfast stuffed into one big mushroom, when you bite into one of these, it's going to taste simply delish.